The Fortapay tutorials are actually pretty easy to follow. They're very complete, they're very comprehensive. The thing that can be a little bit confusing is that Fortapay provides so many features that it might be, it's a little confusing at the beginning, or at least overwhelming, to figure out which ones you need. So I wanted to give an illustration of exactly how we've configured it, in our environment. This is the one that we use for ourselves, and this is the way we set these up for customers, particularly when we build them membership sites. So here you are. This is a test customer, and they show up. If you go to the overview page, they see just a total of what's due. If they go to invoices, that's the same as if they had clicked on view invoices. It's the same thing. I've created like this bogus history in here for them. We have a subscription page here, which shows you the subscription that's in place and the features that go with that. We have an update billing information, so that's there. We have the ability to change password. We have the ability to update the profile, and then over here there's this My Profile, which is really a repeat of what's available here. And then we have a Contact Us, and this is a way to access the company's customer service or maybe bookkeeping team. So let me go in here into the configuration screen. The minute you go and you purchase Fortapay, it takes you right into this page because they want you to get started right away. You enter the application name in Infusionsoft, the API key. There's plenty of little instructions in here finding the API keys, a lot of instructions. The merchant ID can sometimes be a little bit confusing or difficult to find. If I go into my account, I go into e-commerce, and then I go into settings. Actually, it's e-commerce settings. What I do is I'll go to merchant accounts here, and I'll mouse over the one that I'm interested in. So if you look down here, you'll see that there's an ID number. It's ID number 8, so it's looking for that. If you click here, you can also find it in the URL here at the top. So you can see it's this ID that matters. So if you go over here to Fortapay, you enter that in here and you're good. These are the two logins that are used for logging in if you go straight to the portal. We don't necessarily use these, but these match up exactly with the logins for Memberium or iMember360 if you're using that. That means that you have a single sign-on across the systems. Our My Accounts page uses the Infusionsoft link instead, so that there is no login, and it's logged in because we know what their credentials are if they're logged into Memberium, but I'll show you in a minute how that works. So this is how you set up the first page. This is advanced settings. We don't really use that. There's this application page. This is where you enter the domain that you're going to use for Fortapay. So this is what goes here. This is the name of the organization. This is the logo. You can use a logo link. I've chosen to use the logo instead of the company name, and that's why the logo shows up here, and then it also shows up at the top of each of your invoices. So that's how this logo shows up there. Let me go back. Sorry. Okay, so here we are. You have to put a date format. This might be different if you're not in the US, and then the currency symbol. There's payment methods. You can come up and specify which credit card you're going to accept. Do you allow partial payments? Most of the time that's going to be no. This is if you will allow people to pay invoices that are not yet due. I like that, so I turn it on. And then you can turn on a PayPal account. You do have to add the email of the PayPal account in order for that to work correctly. So because I have this set up, then I can go over here, and let's say under invoices, I can go in and let's say these are unpaid ones, and it'll give me payment options, and the payment options are based upon what I've entered here. That's why this drop down shows 4 of these icons, and then because I have PayPal, it will allow me to go and click on PayPal there and open up PayPal here with the right account ready to go. so that any payments made here show up in the right account, obviously. Now there are pages, and what these are ways to just customize different parts of this information. So in the overview page, I don't typically put anything under contact. I put in this information. This is what corresponds to okay, and I've got to go back here because I clicked on a page. So that's what fills in this contact us information. So that information shows up there. If I go to the invoices, you definitely want to be able to go to your invoices and specify the address that you want to specify at the top of the page. So this is our address and phone number. So that information goes line 1, line 2, line 3. They give you plenty of more lines. So this, if you wanted to, would show up right down the page here. I've chosen to add this at the top. This is we're really big on getting referrals from our customers. So right at the very top of each of these invoices, we tell them, you know, about referrals and how important they are to us. We include our wiring instruction on our invoices, so that's where that goes. So this is just a way to customize what is on your invoices. In the invoice list, you can add other customizations. You can limit what products show up in there if you like. We don't typically use those. This enables you to display or not display the subscription tab. So we have the subscription tab, but if I came up and I turned this off and hit the save, when I go to refresh, you'll see that the subscription button disappears. I'm going to add it back. And then, you know, there's some customizations that you can add to the top and bottom of the page. You can add payment plans. We don't typically use those. We do show this profile. This is, you know, what's included, so that when you go to the update billing here and you go to add, you go to update my profile, or if you go over here for my profile, you can specify that it show or not show this information. So if I had turned any of this off, then those windows would not show up the way they do. So as you can see, you know, you would be following this pretty much to get it going, and you know, once you get the hang of it, you know, within 10 minutes you've got this set up and ready to go. Now the additional step that you want to have is, how do these links work? And I'm sorry, it's the Infusionsoft links. They show you a number of links here which you can just copy and paste and use to send an email to someone and have this information show up. If you go into a template and let's say just build a template here. You can literally just add this string here to your account, and clicking on this link will take people right to your login. So let me show you an example of one of these that I have from earlier. So I'm just going to bring this over from another screen. I've got this admin, and so this right here, when I click on it, is taking information, really the contact ID from Infusionsoft and the email, passing it to Fortapay, and that automatically gets them to the list page. So it's really simple to use. If you want to take them to a page where they can automatically just update their billing information or their credit card information, you can use that. You can use this to take them right to the page where they update their password. You know, again, very straightforward to include in your emails in Infusionsoft for that. There are other features that I'm not going to illustrate, but these are the basic features that we include in our configurations for Fortapay.